Good morning. So I'm having like a hard time kind of getting myself going this morning. I got my coffee, the black and bold coffee. I don't want to tell y'all a lie that there's like, oh, there's a big difference with grinding the beans fresh, because I honestly don't know, but the coffee is really good. I got the rise and grind variety and it's good. But I mean, I'm not enough of a coffee enthusiast. Like, I can write like one, but in terms of like actually knowing what I'm talking about, like in practice, not so much. So I don't, so I don't know, but the coffee is good. I can at least say that the coffee is good. Um, so today I have to get the Holidays in the Heights, that whole kind of product line or merch line. I have to get that going. Probably not gonna really do much writing today. I do have it in the back of my mind to possibly write another short like the one that I did for Royal and Anika. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm about to kind of get the kids settled with their schooling. On Fridays, they tend to have like a much lighter workload because the entire district is home. It's on virtual on Fridays, so I don't know how much they have. So I'm gonna see how much they have and get them settled, and then I'm gonna be working in my with my silhouette today. So wish me luck. So I got the kids settled, and I was supposed to be going like straight to my silhouette, but what I think I'm actually about to do is spend a little time catching up on like social media comments and social media engagement. That's something I'm really bad at. I call myself an introvert, but I think that I do a lot better with like in person and live engagement, talking to people, than I do with going back to stuff, because I know a lot of times what will happen is like people will leave comments and stuff, and I care about the comments, but by the time I like get back to it, I'm like, they moving on. It'll be weird for me to answer now, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's so much that goes back to it, or I do forget to get back to it. Like I see it at a time when I can't respond right then, and I forget to go back to it or whatever. But I really want to do better with that. If you care to, let me know in the comments if you care about like the response coming late, or or if you care about your comments or whatever just at least being acknowledged, even if it is late, because a lot of times it's not that I just don't care. I either haven't seen it, or I saw it and forgot to get back to it, or I saw it and then like overthought it because I don't want to be weird or whatever. So let me know about that. But if you are like a consistent watcher, you've left comments, like don't be surprised if you're about to get like a response or like a reaction to a comment that you left like a week ago. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do better, I promise. So speaking of merch, on Black Friday, Spreadshirt, which is not my they're not my preferred company for getting my stuff printed through, just because it's so expensive. But they had run like a Black Friday sale where you could run a Black Friday sale in your shop, and I ordered some stuff, and my stuff got here today. So this is one of the designs that I ordered, and their stuff I also don't like. Their stuff always smells like vinegar. I don't know if it's whatever they're treating it with or whatever, but this looks really good. So excited about that. And another thing, their print quality sometimes can be a little iffy, but I think this looks good. They use sometimes a white behind, just depending, and sometimes that comes through, but I think on this one it turned out pretty good. So this is the t-shirt with all the hand-drawn versions of the logos on them. What's next? What else I got? Oh, this is the Love Notes one with the little Polaroids on there. And so that's love notes with the little hand-drawn Polaroids that I had did for the stickers. And then oh, the plant base, which actually might be like my favorite thing. Oh, it looks so cute. Look at the little plants. I cannot keep like the really pretty plants. I cannot keep those things alive to save my life. But look at how the shirt turned out. The plant based. I'm really excited. Everything. I'm really happy with the print quality on everything this time. The last time I ordered from Spreadshirt, I was so displeased with the print quality. And that was actually what pushed me to go ahead and get myself set up with Printed Mint. So that's all of these, and they're all available printed. I'm scared to touch it, but I have printed the sheet for the ornaments. I'm scared to touch it because the ink on that plastic, I have to make sure that the ink is dry so that I don't smudge it. But they look so cute. I should be able to go pick up my order from Staples here soon. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'm working on the ornament here, and for one, I made a mistake when I printed these, and so I'm gonna have to actually cut these out by hand. I think because the cut is a little bit off, which was my own mistake, but I'm getting the ornament set up, and I feel like, can I get it to focus on that? Focus on this, don't focus on the, maybe if I move my face out of the frame, it'll focus on that for me, and it still won't. But I think it might be a little too transparent. Like, it looks cute, but, and I wonder if maybe this is not I wonder if the little filler stuff that I'm using is not white enough to give it like kind of the oomph behind the back. So I'm gonna work with this a little more, and maybe if I almost wonder if I maybe double them, but that might give it like a blurry look or something. I want to see what happens if I double it. So doubling them is not going to work, because if they're not exactly lined up, look, we get a blur effect. And so that's not going to work, because there's no way with this material for me to keep them in exactly the same spot. And what I could do is put like a piece of cardstock or something kind of behind it, but that takes away the prettiness effect of it. I wonder if I'm overthinking it. Like, I wonder if I'm overthinking it. Like, I think it looks really pretty, which is what I want to hit. Y'all know that that's what I'm always going for, is the prettiness effect. But I don't know. I've got some other little stuff that I'm gonna play with. We keep pushing. So I ended up having to ask, having to get some other opinions about this, because remember, we talked about me second guessing myself and all of that. So I had to get some second opinions, and overall, you know, most of the second opinions were like, it's fine, you're overthinking it. I did have one person agree with me about the transparency, but there's nothing that I can do about the transparency without losing the pretty quality of it being transparent, which is, you know, which was the whole thing behind the idea. So I am just going to go with it, you know, and just like with any other product, you know, people who like it will buy it, and people who don't won't, you know. And it's just going to be, I guess, a lesson learned for me. Or I don't even know about a lesson learned, because I don't even know what I could do. I really don't even know like what I could do different when it comes to this. But I do think it's pretty. You know, I think it's pretty, which is kind of the most important. It's kind of the most important thing. As you guys can see, I am cutting these out by hand instead of using my Cricut, because the well, I keep calling it a Cricut. I don't have a Cricut. I have a Silhouette. I have a Cameo. It wasn't reading the registration marks correctly, and I was going to end up wasting product, which, you know, don't like that, because this stuff is not this stuff ain't cheap. So, you know, I decided, you know, I'll just cut it out by hand. Just, you know, eliminate the stress of trying to figure out why the Cameo isn't doing what I wanted to do. But anyway, there's that. I still have not gone to pick up my stuff from Staples, but I'm gonna go here in a second, because I also found at Michael's, I was looking online at Michael's, and they have oh, this one actually did cut out mostly okay. But Michael's has a box that I can use for my packaging. Someone actually commented and recommended, like, hey, why don't you use like a white box, and then like a white box, and get a stamp or something for, you know, for your custom packaging. And I was like, you know what, that's perfect. I had thought before about using like a custom stencil, and about making a stencil and doing like using the stencil and like painting, which is doing entirely too much. But the stamp could work, or I could keep it even simpler. I have everything here to like print my own custom labels or whatever. Like I could just use the white box and then do my labels. But I found a really pretty white box that I'm gonna pop into Michael's and grab while I'm out picking up my print order. So yeah, there's that. Went in Michael's for the boxes. Michael's does not have the boxes, even though when you look online it says they do not. So moving on to go to Staples and then pick up dinner, even though it's like early. I've already decided that I'm not cooking, even though I had taken something out to do so. I've already decided not happening today. I'm just gonna pick something up. I'm gonna pick up Chipotle. It's actually already ready. I ended up popping in Ulta for this specific sleep mask that I've always gotten at Ulta, but then the elastic or whatever wears out, and I know I have a sewing machine. I could just put new elastic on it. I don't want to put new elastic on it. I want that one, but I went in there and they didn't have that. But of course I couldn't leave empty-handed. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So I am so excited because the stuff looks so freaking good. That is the Christmas tree, and we see we're not as flimsy as my stuff was in my little sample that I showed yesterday. Not only that, I need to get home with this food, but I'm just excited to show you guys my stamp that I got, because my silly behind forgot to stamp anything. But I got I did it upside down with my stamp, and am I still upside down? No. It's backwards in the camera view, but I'm so excited, so happy that I did not try to print those myself, because they would not have looked nearly this good. So I'm just really excited. The trees, which I did not show you guys yesterday, the trees look so pretty. Yay. I'm just, yes, very excited, very happy with this.